Okay, you can hear me now. Did you guys hear my F-bomb? So my microphone was dying. Luckily, I have the ability to plug it in. Okay, so should we start again? How many of you guys could lip read? So my name is Kelly, and I am not a technical savvy person all the time. I should have checked to see if my microphone was working. But tonight, we at least have good visual, and now we have good audio. So I plugged in my microphone, and then I tripped over said plug-in. We're good. We're good. So what I was saying was grab a snack. Sorry I was late. I had to pee. I knew we wouldn't have any bathroom breaks during this. I was putting on my browser and realized you need to run to the bathroom really quick. So to introduce myself, I'm Kelly. Here we are. I'm a professional hair and makeup artist, not someone who is used to working with cameras all the time, but I do try to keep beauty real, real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So we're going to jump right into this. I have to say that I did some damage during the sale, and I honestly waited to open up all of my boxes other than the first one that came in. I waited until just now, and I'm a little bit bummed because Sephora sent me the wrong item for one thing, and then they didn't send me one other thing. So we're going to sort of be missing a couple things, but we will get into all that in a little bit. As you can see, I ended up coming on with a pretty much naked face because I thought we could try out some of this stuff. I was going to swatch things for you, but this way you guys will be able to see it in action. In case you are wanting to purchase anything during the sale yet, we do still have like 24 hours. And we all know some damage can be done in those last 24 hours. I know I have been there. I did quite a few orders. And Molly, when I pulled up your comment before, I was saying, I'm not trying to influence anybody. I'm just trying to help out. But I do know that sometimes those last 24 hours were like, oh, did I miss anything? And I know yesterday, I did one, was it yesterday I did an order? Just because there was one more thing that I wanted to get and they didn't have it at the store. So I'm like, all right, we're going to do this thing. So we have a lot to go through. So why don't we get into this, especially since you guys couldn't hear me for the first 5 minutes I was rambling on. All right. So hi to everybody. Hi, Christy. Thank you. Because you're the one that were like, I can't hear anything. And that's the first comment I saw. Hey, Kieran, we've got Mary and Sherry and Stephen and Kendra. And we've got Megs all in here and Anara. So thank you all so much for coming on. So I thought what we would start with is some skincare things that I won't be using. I've got everything down here in this big, huge bucket. Oh, let me grab there. All right. So if you guys watched my Sephora sale recommendations video, you know that I realized that I also had a $100 Rouge reward to use up before the sale started. So it was like, it expired on the 7th and the sale started on the 9th. So I was like, okay, you got to get a few things. And you know that when I use a Rouge reward, I get things that I know I'm going to like, because if you go to return them, you don't get anything. You don't get points back. You get nothing. So let's start there. I got the Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamins Cleanser from You to the People. I really like this cleanser. It's sort of a treat to me because usually I go with less expensive cleansers and then spend my money on actives and serums and those things. But this is just such a nice cleanser. It does come with a pump. And I was saying that like this just smells so green and fresh. And it was Maria from Nightstar Beauty. She was like, yeah, I just didn't like that one. It was like a salad on your face. I was like, exactly. It was like a salad on your face. And I dig it. So I like this one. It's just a nice, gentle cleanser. And I know that I will get my money's worth out of that one. So you probably won't be shocked to know that there is a good amount of Danessa Myricks here in this box. And there were a couple of Danessa Myricks products that I purchased. I'm going to get into all those at the same time. But I did order a few things, some in my Rouge reward order and some in the orders afterwards. If you guys also saw on my Instagram, I went into my Sephora and they had the Danessa Myricks display. It's a little small right now. There's just a few things, but I know that when people catch the Danessa Myricks love, it will be expanding. So I was very excited to see that. So let's see. I'm just going to like hop on in here. Oh, Sherry, you know me. It's not going to be a Keep Beauty Real Live if there isn't something that goes wrong. We're, of course, going to have the camera turn off for a minute in a moment, and we've got audio, visual, whatever. but I just keep on trucking. I do have to say that Rupi Minhas sent me a screenshot of that little like EOS utility blackout thing from a live. And she's like, it happened to Jackie too. And I was like, oh, cool. Jackie who? She's like, Jackie Ina. I'm like, okay, well, if it happens to the queen, I don't feel so bad. So we got to figure out what that is, but we're all good. So let's see here. Hey, Kara, thank you for coming on in. All right. So the other things that I got during the, during my Rouge Reward was one of the Melt blushes. I did get the cream blush light. This is the shade Golden Hour. Mary, after I saw your Instagram, was it, where you used links? I was like, ooh, I really kind of want that. So this is Golden Hour, and I've got a couple blushes so we can decide what we want to use in a little bit. But this one looks so pretty. Like, oh, that is just going to be like juicy peach cheeks. And it does have a bit of shimmer to it, which I don't think I have any cream blushes that have shimmer. So I'm very excited for this one. So I got those two things and the Danessa Myricks that I'm going to be sharing with my Rouge Reward. So now we're going to finish up with skincare, and then we'll go ahead and get into the goodness of putting things on our face. All right. So this was a totally like random impulse buy, which, let's face it, there are going to be a lot of things in here that are. This is the Clear Skin Days Clear Up Patches. Has anybody tried these? I literally just bought these because during the sale, all the Sephora collection is 30% off. And I was like, wow, there's 96 patches in here for the price that it was with the 30% off. It was pretty inexpensive. And these are not only the like clear patches, but they are the patches that have tea tree, and then they also have BHAs in them. So you guys know that the whole mask wearing situation has caused some breakouts on my face. So I thought that these would be really good because they help treat the skin as well. So I'm very excited to try these. I will, of course, update you guys in the future on that. So what else do we have here? This is one that was in my recommendations video, and I said that I was going to try it out. This is the Paula's Choice C15 Super Booster. So this is a vitamin C with ferulic acid and vitamin E. So I really enjoy Paula's Choice skincare. You guys know that the Naturals cleanser is like my tippy top favorite. I really like everything that I've tried, so I wanted to get this one. I just started using the Biossance Squalane and Rose vitamin C. If you guys have seen that one, I am really liking that. It is definitely more of an oily texture though, so I thought I would pick this one up, especially for like going into the summer. This might be a good one. Ferulic acid is really good to be able to help with the, I guess I would say it enhances the effects of vitamin C. So I was very excited to try that one out as well. Oh, we've got some people that have tried the patches. Okay. Betsy, I'm excited. I am looking forward to trying these. Like, hey, Janvier, nice to drop in. Thank you so much. So what else do we have in here? Oh, okay. So this was a total random. I am up to my ears in cleansers, you guys. I obviously got the Youth to the People one, but I was watching Penn Smith Skincare's recommendations video. If you don't watch Penny, I actually linked her channel in the description of this video because I really enjoy her channel. She is an esthetician, a licensed master esthetician, and she is great to go to for skincare recommendations. I love how she breaks down the ingredients and things. She lists them as like great, good, bad, and she just has a wealth of knowledge. So she was actually talking about this cleanser. This is the Fulvic Acid Brightening Cleanser. And so this says it's best for dull skin, and it helps brighten skin and gently remove makeup. Now, Penny had said that she could really see this working for any skin type. And the fulvic acid in this comes from the peat of a plant. And so she said that there's just a tiny bit of the peat in the cleanser. So you're going to get a very, very, very gentle physical exfoliant. But she said that, you know, this is really nice. So this says fulvic acid is an organic acid found in peat and produced when plants decompose. This gel cleanser removes makeup and helps enhance exfoliation for brighter looking skin. It improves the appearance of uneven skin tone whilst helping to soothe and calm skin. So I'm very excited to try this one. I will definitely let you guys know how I feel about this. I'm not usually a physical exfoliant person, But if this is really gentle, it could be a great addition, especially because right now with upping my retinol, you guys know I've been sort of on this journey with my new raised prescription, and I was getting a lot of like peeling here, which is very normal, but I thought that that could help exfoliate some of that off. So we will keep updated on that. This product I remember is like regularly $10.99. So with the 20% off, I am Rouge, so I got the 20% off. It's a great deal. So more to come. I will say I have tried the oat, what is it? The oat cleansing balm. That one, I'm sort of like, I just saw that Kinky Sweat did her video where she bought a new one after saying she didn't really like it because she sort of like found a way that she really enjoys it. I do think that that could be a good makeup melting balm, but it's not a great cleanser for me. I just find that it just like, it leaves a little bit on the skin. So I'm going to try this one. I'm also going to pull out my oat cleansing balm to try that again, just because Alicia's given it a go. So we will see about that. So let's see here. Yeah. So Megs has given the info on the hydrocolloid patches. So they do help like draw out the stuff. I don't want to use any words that gross people out, but I thought with the tea tree and the BHAs, it would help as well. So these are more like medicated ones, which I've never used. I've usually just used like the basic ones. Oh, Betsy, you bought the cleanser too. That's great. Hey, Monica, thanks for hopping on. So let's see, what else do we have in here? Oh, no. Oh, more Paula's Choice. So again, the skin issues right now. I got the Daily Skin Clearing Treatment, which is a 2.5% benzoyl peroxide. So I have tried the First Aid Beauty one because my friend Aileen over at Amerch Beauty really likes that one, and it just didn't do much for me. So I thought I would give this one a go. Again, I usually have good luck with Paula's Choice, and there's a lot in here. So I'm excited to try that one out as well. Hopefully, you know, come summer, this skin situation will be under control. Okay, what else do we have here? So we also have a hair product, and it's going to be a little for me and a little for one of you. So I really love the Slip hair ties. These are the little mini scrunchies. I don't know if I'll be able to give you guys. So these are the little like mini ones. They're not like the old school like fatty scrunchies. They're just like the skinnier ones, and I love these. I love these silk hair ties because they are so good at reducing breakage and damage in your hair. These are what I wear pretty much all the time. If I'm just doing a regular ponytail, I'll wear it as my first ponytail before I do like a messy bun. And they're just super gentle on your hair. So if you have fragile hair, if you have chemically treated hair, lightened hair, it's really nice to be kind to your hair. And they had these, by the way, these are in the what I like to call the impulse lane at Sephora. This is where you end up spending that extra like $50 as you're waiting to check out. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like you can get them online, but they are in the impulse lane as you're checking out. So I was looking for these and I didn't see them, but then I found them in that lane. So they had these, and then they had like a set with like wine and black. So I actually already have the leopard one. So what I'm going to do is include the little leopard one in my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which hopefully will be coming soon. So that one will be going in. So one of you can get a really nice hair tie for yourself to share with someone, depending on your hair length, whatever you like to do. But I really do love these. They're well worth the money. It's $20 for 3 of them regular price, which is just like $20 for 3 hair ties. But let me tell you, I almost have GPS trackers on these babies because when one goes missing, I know it. I'm like, where's my hair tie? Because it's not like the ones you can leave anywhere. So I do think that they're worth it, but I keep a close range on them. Yes, Stephen, you know, the wording on packaging, it is really all about like the way that they present the information to us. So we'll see. I've tried, if you guys saw, I did an Inky List haul maybe like 6 months ago, maybe not even that long ago, but I was like so with it. So we'll see how I feel about this, you know, giving it another chance. All right. Yes. So I see Megs is talking about the silk. Yes, absolutely. I really considered getting one of the silk pillowcases from Slip, but considering the other purchases that I made, I was like, nope, not this time. I'm just sticking with the scrunchies for now, but it is very good. It's also good for your skin as well because it doesn't tug as much. So if you're really looking for something, if you have sensitive skin, or if you are worried about like tugging and pulling on your skin in the middle of the night, it is really good for that as well. Oh, hey, Tori. Yes, exactly. So yes, exactly. It is the equivalent of when you get up to the register at the grocery store and then you see all these snacks and you end up spending calories and money on more stuff. Ugh, drives me nuts. Okay, so let's see. Let's just go ahead and talk about some of the things that we will be applying. So I'm going to move some of these so that we can get into our application. So I did buy 2 foundations. I had 3 in my cart and I ended up only getting 2 of them. One of them you guys won't be surprised about because I talked about it. You guys know that this is a ride or die favorite for me. This is the Sephora S Clean Glowing Skin Foundation. If you are looking for a light to medium coverage, satin, luminous, but not too glowy, like it's somewhere between tinted moisturizer and foundation. I really love this. It is, I would say, kind of akin to the Bite Beauty Changemaker foundation, but maybe just like a slight bit less coverage. This is $20 full price, and until tomorrow, you can get it for 30% off. This has become one of my holy grails. It's so, so good. So I did pick up a backup of this one. If you are curious, if you're somewhere around my skin tone, I do wear the shade 11. I almost got a darker shade for summer, but I tried it on and I was like, oh, I think this one will do good either way. So I just went with 11. So then I did have the Merit foundation stick in my cart, thanks to my friend Jennifer from All Feisty. But I was reading a few more reviews and a lot of people were saying it's a little bit higher coverage. And I was like, I'm going to hold off on that. So the one that I did get was the LYS. I did get the Triple Fix Serum Foundation. I got it in 2 shades because I think that the foundation finder, like the shade finder from Sephora, was drunk. Like I put in 2 of my favorite foundations, and which are the Bare Minerals tinted moisturizer, like the Complexion Rescue Gel Moisturizer. And I also put in this one. So I wear the shades Bamboo and Ginger in the Bare Minerals. And Bamboo is a little bit lighter and more neutral, and Ginger is darker and warmer. And when I put them in, it was like one of them gave me lighter, one of them gave me darker. This one was like all off. I think it was just like playing like foundation roulette. I don't think it was actually doing anything. So I had actually talked to Kelly from K Bella about her shade because she was telling me what she got. And so I was like, oh, I don't know. So I ended up getting MG2 and LG6. So this is going to be the one that we apply tonight. I figured we could go ahead and give it a shot. Let me know in the comments if you guys have tried this one. So we'll pop this open and see which one we think is going to be the better match. And that is one thing right now that is such a bummer. Now, I was going to wait to open these until I went to Sephora because I thought maybe they would have some LYS in stock and or lists, if you will. And they didn't. They don't have any in stores. So I was like, oh, man, I just wanted to be able to like have them, because at the Sephora store, they won't color match you. At least they won't at my Sephora store, but they will take the product and put it out on a clear palette so you could like hold it up to your face. But since they didn't have it in stock, I couldn't do that. So I had to go ahead and get 2 of these. So let's go ahead and go through and apply both of these. Oh, Christy, really? That's really interesting. I don't know. I mean, first of all, I don't know what they're using to calibrate these like matches, because it's sort of like trying on a pair of jeans from one brand and then trying on a pair in another brand that's like the same size, but a different cut, all of those things. So I'm sure it's really hard to do. It's probably good to like narrow it down, but after that, it's just like kind of a crapshoot. Okay, so, oh, Sherry, that's right. You said you got this one, but you said at first you were kind of like, so-so about it, right? Oh, I'm loving this hair. Where is that one coming from? I swear I am a professional hairdresser. I totally just threw this little flippy side pony in 5 minutes before we got started, though. It's been a day. I spent all day at the salon filming a video for Paul Mitchell. So it's like on my day off, I'm still hanging at the salon. So I just had messy hair. I did put on, you know, a nice little cold shoulder top for you guys so we could pretend like we're being fancy. All right, so this is LG6. So this is going to be a light golden undertone. And we will put one of these on. So I do really like, I mean, they killed it for the price point on this. They killed the packaging. I love the pump. I love the frosted glass. It really gives you that like elevated feel, even though you're not, you know, spending a lot. You're not breaking the bank. I love hearing that, Christy. Yes. So if you didn't know, obviously I'm a hairdresser, but I'm also, what are they calling me now? A national trainer for the company. So I have a video going up on their pro Instagram page next week. So I had to get that done today. So let's put this. This is again LG6. That looks a little light. So I would say for myself, I am a light, medium, and neutral to warm undertone. So I will say I tried to just get like a little bit of a pump, and quite a bit came out on that one. So maybe a little bit of this goes a long way. And then we have I've already lost it. MG2. So this was like medium golden. So we'll put this one back here. Oh, now that that one is like sitting on my skin for a little while, I feel like it's not too bad. I don't know, you guys. I feel like the medium, especially if I want this to be able to wear for the summer. Christy has a really good question. So how can you tell what your undertone is? So why don't we talk about that while I apply? I think I'm going to go with the MG2. We'll go ahead and put that one on. If it's a little dark, we can like fake it up with a little lighter concealer, but we're going to go with this one. So the first way that I always tell people to kind of like take a peek is if you look at your veins on your wrist, and if you have the more like greenish toned veins, then you are probably more neutral to warm. If you have more blue tone, then you are probably neutral to cool, because if it shows up a bit green, it's the yellow in your skin that is sort of making that blue look green. So if you guys can see mine, I consider myself, again, maybe we won't be able to see here. Can you see my veins? Hold on. Have you ever had a beauty YouTuber zoom in so you could see the veins in their wrist? I doubt it. So if you guys can see, I sort of have that like almost like teal vein. Let me see if I can like get this to not focus on my face. Maybe you can see that there. So they're not like the deep, deep blue, but they're not super green. So that's why I'm like neutral into warm. The other way to be able to tell is to take a piece of gold fabric and a piece of silver fabric up to your face. If you look better with the gold, you are probably more towards the warm side. If you look better with the silver, you are probably more towards the cool side. And a lot of times people tend to naturally go towards like jewelry that makes them look flattered. So if you are someone who you find, and I'm not just talking about like with the trends, but if you feel like you look better in gold jewelry, you probably have a warmer skin tone. If you feel like you look better in silver, you're probably cool. If you like both, you could just be down the line neutral. I don't find that many people are like super, super like straight neutral, but it does happen sometimes. I have to remember that I did my eyebrows before it came on. I'm going to like wipe them all over my face. So that's another tip. I would also say that typically people with blue and like a lighter green eye can be, or like in that like gray tone, can be more cool toned, whereas usually people with hazel or brown eyes can be warmer toned. Now, these are all like generalizations, right? So you definitely, it's like a multi-step process. But the other thing is, if you've ever gotten a foundation that doesn't work for you, So if you've gotten a foundation and it looks really pink on your skin, not because it's too light or too dark, but just because it looks pink, then you're probably warmer than that foundation. If you've gotten foundation that looks like yellow or orange, then you're probably cooler than you think. So hopefully that kind of helps. By the way, going through with the BK 101, not a surprise. So Christy, do you, are you and Alyssa kind of like twinsies? Do you feel like you have very similar skin tones? Because I think that she's definitely in that like neutral to warm. I would definitely say that she's definitely more on that like neutral to warm side. Absolutely not. You're not, you're not the same. Okay. You have green blue eyes. I'm going to try to like peek up here at your like little thumbnail. So I would say that maybe you're more like neutral leading cool, depending on, I would say neutral though. If you feel like you look better in gold jewelry, I would say it's probably more neutral. This is going to be the 5-minute blending session here. All right, so I'm going to get out a closer mirror so that we can see how this foundation looks. Oh, also, Christy, if you want to send me a picture on Instagram at KEEPBEAUTYREAL, I would be more than happy to help you find your skin tone. So what do you guys think? I think that that looks really pretty. It's very skin-like, like a satin. So like not too glowy. Oh, and by the way, what I put on first was just the First Aid Beauty coconut smoothie skin smoothing moisturizer. You know, the one that has the really long name that I talked about in that video. So I really, really like it. And it just gives me a bit of that glow, but it's not super luminous. So if I look here on my chin, I have very, very dry skin around where I've been treating this blemish, which is totally to be anticipated. And that is the only area that looks dry, which trust me, it's dry as the desert right now. So I would expect it to look dry, but other than that, it looks really good. Oh, I meant to put some eye drops in before I came on. Hold on. Lash getting in our way, upstaging me. Yeah, I think that this is a good match. So if you think that you are close to me, MG2 will be your shade. If you think you are a little bit lighter than me, then this LG6 probably would be a good option. I'm really glad that I got the medium one. It was like kind of a last minute decision. So very excited about that. All right. So Danessa Myrix, let's hop into a little bit. Yay. We have a match. All right. So this was a total impulse buy. When I went into the Sephora store, they had some of the Vision Flush. And you guys know that I have one of the shades, the more like tangerine-y one. This is the shade Nutcracker. And I think I'm going to use this as sort of like a bronzer slight blush situation so that I can try this one out. I did get a color fix that I was looking forward to trying as a bronzer, but it's not in my box. So we'll get into that in a minute, but this is going to be our sort of like bronzer and first layer of blush. So again, this is the shade Nutcracker. So these Vision Flush are I would say more of a liquid product than a cream, and they can be used on eyes, lips, and face. They have a beautiful natural look. And this is almost like, I want to call it like a mocha shade. So it's got like a rosy taupey undertone, if that makes sense. So that is like swatched heavily, but we can like sheer this out. So I think that this is going to make a really pretty, you guys can see, I think that's going to make a really pretty like bronzer contour. It could even be like that lovely, like rosy-ish blush, like not rosy, super pink, but it does have a little bit of that undertone. So I think that this would be really good for more like neutral to cool undertones. as far as like wearing it as like a basic bronzer, it is a bit too cool to use if you are looking to use it as like a bronzer on like medium to tan skin tones, because you usually have like a bit more warmth. Now, they do also have a shade called Toasted Almond, which I saw Alana from Altogether Alana using, and that one looked really pretty. So we are going to put this one on. Oh, yay. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I can help out. Yeah. So Sweet Nectar, I think, is the one that I do have. I can swatch that one real quick, because that's the more like orangey one, correct? Yeah. So I will pop that one on here in case you haven't seen. Oh my gosh, this is going to be such a good one for summer. So I used this in my first Danessa Myricks live when we used the LYS. So there's Sweet Nectar. So that's more of that like orange. Like it's not, it's like kind of coral, but I would definitely say it leans more towards the tangerine side. Speaking of tangerine, I did order the Salt New York Spring Duo with tangerine and lilac in it. I got that. I'll be doing a separate video on that so that you guys can see, but I'm so excited. So I'm just going to pop this. I'm going to work one side at a time. I'm just dotting a few little dots on. And I'm using the Katie Jane Hughes #2 to blend this out. So you can see this shade, you can build it up, you can shear it out. Like I'm going to use a little bit more. Oh, the baby hair situation is real. So I was just talking to someone on Instagram, Natalia, and she was like, if you had to recommend one Danessa Myricks product, you know, for someone who hasn't tried anything, what would you suggest? And honestly, I chose the Vision Flush just because I feel like the formula of this is super blendable, but yet it's still very multitasking. You guys know I love the Color Fix, but I think that if you're looking for something that will blend out beautifully no matter what, the Vision Flush is going to be a good place to start. I think with the Color Fix, you can, you know, they definitely are blendable, but you do have to work a little faster with them. So I thought that this would be a good one to show. So that just looks like really natural. It's not like super dark. Good night, Tori. But it's just that really pretty shade. So I'm going to just build up a little bit more here in the hollow. And if you guys are curious about what this looks like on a pale skin tone, like someone who's more fair, Jennifer from Elle Feisty does have this one. She used it in a video, and it just looked lovely on her too. And I would say I'm several shades darker than her and much more warm. So I feel like this really works really well. And I realize that I have breakouts showing, but I don't even care. So I'm not bothering concealing. I might pop a little bit under the under eye in a little bit, but I don't care. We're keeping beauty real here. And tonight we are definitely being real with real breakouts. Okay, so let's build this up a little bit. So you guys can see that the dry down time on this is, you know, pretty flexible. You can take some time to blend. I mean, it just looks like airbrushed. It's so pretty. Love it. I mean, I feel like I already look like I got to go on vacation, which I did not, but I feel like I did. Just a little on the jaw. And by the way, I am going to do a like updated, well, I guess if you've been watching my videos, you'll know how I'm been feeling about the Katie Jane Hughes set, but I'm going to do a full video on it, just talking about everything, how I feel, what I love, what I don't, etc. So that one will be coming soon as well. I'm hoping that I can do some work on Monday, but I am getting my second dose of the vaccine on Monday. So we'll see how I'm feeling. But if I'm feeling okay, I'm going to be doing some filming. We'll see how it goes. Okay, beautiful. I'm feeling very confident. I do think I am, before we put blush on, I think I'm just going to pop a little bit of concealer in. And let's see here. What should we grab? So I haven't used this one on camera with you guys yet. I did get in what was originally my like old school Shape Tape shade in the Ultra Creamy. So this is 22N Light Neutral. And I am really liking this concealer. It is not the most under eye friendly, but it does a pretty good job. And I'm truly just going to pop that under the eye. And then we're going to go through with the Spectrum number 10. Wow, feeling old today with these tiny bits of writing. And I'm truly just looking for like to knock down that like under eye situation a level. Like I'm not looking for super high coverage because I think that that would look really ridiculous with the more like soft feel that we have with the foundation, but I'm just looking, I get so dark in my inner corner. And so I just want to take a little bit of that down. And I used to be like team sponge for concealer, but I have really been liking using a brush. So just dabbing a little bit right here. Now I will say the one of the things that I don't like about this Shape Tape is the like bottle. Like every single time I go to put this back in, it has that like reverse vacuum and it goes, and almost every time a little bit of foundation comes like flinging out. So it's almost like a yogurt container where you like turn it away from you so you can like peel open the thing so it doesn't like splatter weird yogurt water all over you. So you have to be careful with this. I just find that that like vacuum, which I guess is good because it's tight so you don't get a glob of concealer on the wand, but it's dangerous. So be careful because it seems like it always happens whenever I'm wearing a black top. All right. So what was the question? So I think it comes down to skin tone again, Christy. I think you want to know your undertone and then like the level of concealer that you want. I usually like to go just one shade lighter than my like base shade for under the eye. I do like to try to get pretty dead on if I'm using it for breakouts, you know, for some of those things, hyperpigmentation, because you want that to blend in. But I do like to have a little bit more light. A lot of times I'll use concealer down the middle of my nose, almost like a reverse contour, just to brighten up the center rather than try to dink around with getting perfect lines down the side to get like a contour. So I would say, we'll have to chat after this, but I would say like if you are leaning a little bit more to the cool side, or even sometimes if you have darker under eye, going just like slightly cool with like that cool peach can really help for under eye concealer just to like brighten you up a little bit. But you want to be a pretty dead on if you're using it for breakouts or hyperpigmentation, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's see here. So many pretty things. All right, so we have so many things for blush. Okay, I'm just going to share some more of what I got so that we can decide together. We'll just pull some of this stuff out. So let's see. You guys knew that I was talking about getting the Merit blush. Now we have the Melt blush, so we could use that one, but I was also thinking about getting a Merit blush again because of Jennifer from All Feisty. And the reason is she was like, I really like these and they remind me of the Salt New York. And immediately, right then, I went over, I opened a new window on my laptop and I added this one to my cart because I love Salt New York. And this was meant to be because this shade has gone out of stock so many times. This is Beverly Hills, and I put it in and it went out of stock like 2 or 3 times while I had it in my cart. And then the night before the sale started, it came back in stock. And I was like, okay, if it's still in stock in the morning, I'm going to get it. And this is just a really pretty, like natural shade. Let's see here. So let's put this one here. So I would say that this is like that good tiptoe between rose and nude and peach. It's kind of like that really nice combo. I really like that. And it does come with this little like dome. I will be curious to see if it stops where that like dome ends, or if there's product inside that you're going to have to like scoop out, because obviously they sort of talk about like dotting this on using the dome. I don't know how I feel about that, but you can do that. But obviously once the product is flat, you won't be able to do that. So I'm going to swatch the Golden Hour by Melt right next to this one. So right off the bat, I can tell you guys that this Melt one feels very, very thin in consistency. They do have a similar feel. The Melt one almost feels like a really silky, creamy powder. So you guys can see Golden Hour on the bottom and then Beverly Hills from Merit on the top. So when I feel these, the Merit feels more balmy, which you guys know if you've seen my Salt New York videos, they definitely have that more emolliency, whereas the Melt feels like a cream with a powder to it. And I don't know if that's because this one has that sheen to it. It does have a little bit of like shimmer to it. So maybe that's it. Hey, Amanda, thanks for hopping in. So we'll see. So those are two of the options. We have a couple more options. I mean, since we can use anything anywhere almost, we have lots of options, but I'm going to go with the ones that I got that I kind of was thinking I'd use as blush at some point. So also I saw that Sephora came out with a cream / liquidy blush. These are called the Flushed Blush. And of course, shocker, I got a coral shade. This is the shade Coral Sunrise. You guys, I think these were like $10. And then with the 30% off, it's $7. $7 for like a lifetime supply of cream blush. So I'm going to swatch this. We'll see what we think. It does come with the little like metal dealy bopper. Pop a little back here. I don't know how like pigmented this is going to be, so I'm going to try to use, oh yeah, this has got quite a bit more pigment. Hey, baby. Thanks for hopping on. Okay, so you guys can see here, this is those tiny dots from that, the Sephora one. Oh, but if I blend it out, it's pretty sheer. Let me see. Let me get a little bit more. And this is not at all the feeling that I thought it was going to have. This feels really nice in an unexpected way. So let's build this up a little bit more. Wow. Let's see here. So Megs, are you asking, so I've not used the Maybelline cream blushes, so I couldn't I couldn't actually answer that question, whichever one you were talking about, but I don't know if you were referring to this one. So this actually feels like, this kind of feels like Burt's Bees chapstick, like Burt's Bees lip balm. I don't know how to explain that, but it feels balmy, but more in a waxy way, but not an uncomfortable way, but it definitely has a bit more of like a waxy feel to it. And I can see that it's actually the most matte of the three. Let me see if I can get a glistening. There you go. You guys can see. So you can see how the Merit and the Melt are catching the light, whereas the Sephora one is more like skin-like. It's more matte, like the LYS. I'm going to pull out my LYS in Kindness, because you guys know these are matte too. So why don't we go ahead and swatch? Because now I'm curious. Well, if you didn't get a chance to get the LYS in Kindness, you could pick this one up for less money, especially right now, or pick this one up. Pick this one up and save some money. Good night, Steven. Happy birthday weekend. So those look pretty darn close to each other. It's not like Kindness is a little bit more orangey, but yeah. So Megs, I saw that you said that in one of your videos where you said that you felt like the Fenty ones disappear. I haven't had that problem, but I mean, These look really good. Like I've blended it out pretty well, but these are a pretty darn close dupe for each other. So right now, like I said, I think these are $10 full price. You can get it for $7. They had 3 different shades, I believe. I think it was only 3, but I'm very excited to try that. So you guys will have to let me know which one of these do you want me to use? Not this one. We've seen LYS already, but let me know. Do you want to see the Sephora? Do you want to see the Melt, or do you want to see the Merit? Let me know, and I'm going to kind of like pull out some of this other stuff. The other one that I'll share with you guys that I got while you're letting me know, the other one that I got that I thought I would use as a blush, if you guys saw my last Danessa Myricks live where we did color fix all over the face and then tried to see if it's really waterproof, I used the orange, the neon orange. So this is Jelly Bean. So we actually use that as a blush. And I liked it, but I felt like the white base that's in Jelly Bean just sort of made it a little bit more bright, but like, I feel like not quite as skin-like. So I did get Carrot Top, which is the regular matte. You guys can see these next to each other. So you can see that the neon one definitely has more of a white base, and then the Danessa has more of a darker base. So I did pick this one up to be able to use in the future. And I will, I actually have a picture of these that I'm going to be posting on Instagram because Inara asked me, she was thinking about getting this one after the last live. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just got that. So that's the package that I had opened up. I was like, I will swatch them side by side. And I took a picture. So I'll be sharing that on Instagram. I will go ahead and pop that up after this. So let's see. Oh, we have, let's see. We have 2 Melts and a Merit. All right, you guys got to vote. Maybe I'll do Melt on one side and Merit on the other. I do have to go film a video after this, but I think they'll look close-ish, or I can like blend later. So I think that, is that pretty much everything I got for the cheek? I feel like it. Let me pull some more of these things out. I'm going to start taking packaging out. You guys, I totally went with the Danessa on this. So I also wanted to share, maybe we'll use it as highlight. So I got a couple other shades of the Danessa Myricks, so the color fix. So I got the shade Exposed, which I told you guys that I was going to be getting, because I thought this would make a really good contour shade. I think it'll also be really nice on the eyes to like use as a like crease shade when you're looking for like a glossy lid or something that's really gonna stay put. So I'll show you guys that one here. So you guys can see this is Nutcracker in Vision Flush, and then, oh, it's opposite. There we go. So that is the shade Exposed. So it's definitely cooler, more like taupey, and almost like a bit more violet. But you guys can see that these are very, very pigmented. Hey, Locke, thank you for hopping on. All right, so then the other one that I got that I don't see in any of my boxes is the shade Chocolate. And I'm so sad because Danessa was using it in a live that I watched, and it just looks so beautiful. It says that it's shipped, and I don't see it. So I think it was supposed to be in the box with the orange. So hopefully I will be getting that one soon. I thought I would be able to swatch it for you guys because I got Gingerbread and one other shade that was like more like brownie neutrally, and I wanted to get Chocolate to add. So we won't have that one tonight. But what I also got was Ballerina. And this is one that I got at the store totally just because it looked pretty on the shelf. I'm not going to lie at all. It was just like, ooh, this is such a pretty shade. This could be possibly a highlighter. You could use it on the eyes. You could use it as like a lip topper. I mean, how pretty is that? Trying to like get the light. There we go. So it's like a beautiful, like silvery pink. So pretty. So I thought maybe for highlight, we could try mixing this with the clear glaze from Danessa. So maybe we'll try that in a little bit. Okay, so everybody I think is saying one cheek of one and one cheek for the other. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, Anara, you're still waiting for your shipments? Jeez. I'm sure everybody is just like killing them over there. Oh, look. Ooh, I bet that would have looked so beautiful. All right. Well, I'm calling them in the morning because I have one other thing I need to call them about. And I'm going to be like, listen here, send me my things. Hey, Aileen. Girl, you're fine. Come on in. Okay. So let's try this blush. So, oh, what am I going to use? What am I going to use? Let's go through with the BK Beauty 108. And we're going to take the Merit Blush in Beverly Hills on this side. This is a very pretty, very natural shade. It's definitely, to be honest, it's a bit more pink than I thought it was going to be, which is fine. It's just not where I usually like lean towards. It's that like kind of nudie pink. I think it actually goes really well with the Nutcracker, just because they kind of both have that like cooler undertone, but it's very pretty. I'm going to just work a little bit up into the temple, and it has a nice glow to it. And it doesn't look like it's pulled off any of my foundation, which is always good. Are you supposed to be able to use these on the lips? What do we think? Does anybody know? I did actually already put on some contour, Amanda, but yes, if we're not bronzed enough at the end, I will put some bronzer on for Aileen. Oh, 2 weeks, my goodness. I mean, let's face it, we're probably not ordering anything that we absolutely like need, but darn it, that's a long time. Okay, so now let's go through with the Melt Golden Hour on the other side. So you guys can see this definitely has a nice sheen. Very pretty. What are we going to use on the other side? I know, oh, same brush, not the same brush, but the same brush, if you know what I'm saying. I have 2 of these 108s. I do really like these. They're like the perfect size for like under eye and blush and contour. Very good multitasker. So we'll go in with Golden Hour on the other side. And I know that some of these, I would make sure to take care to look at the packaging, because some of these are listed. I know when I was watching Kinky Sweat's video, some of them are listed for the eyes, lips, and face, and some are not. So if you are planning on using them near your eye, I would look into that. That is really pretty. It's very, very glossy. I would say that they're both pretty glossy. Oh, I'm coming back. So yeah, I would say that they're both pretty glossy. They don't actually look that different on the skin. Let me try to build this one up a little bit more. I mean, obviously it's not like I went with like hugely different shades. They're in the same kind of family. I don't know. I like both of these. So the Golden Hour does have a little bit of sheen to it. So I'm going to be honest and say, I'm always going to be honest with you guys, but I'm going to say that if you are much darker than me, I don't know if Golden Hour would be the most flattering on textured skin, because the little like reflex that are in it come up a little like lighter, like almost like a light base, like frosty. You know, if you have too dark of, or if you are using a color that is too light for you for your depth of skin and it looks like icy on the face, I feel like that's what this blush is going to do for people with darker skin tone. It's just going to sort of look like iced out a little bit and like enhance skin texture a little bit. I don't think it does a lot, but I can see the shimmers kind of laying on my skin. And my skin is pretty dry right now, but I wish you guys could see this. I can see a little bit of that texture, like the dry skin. Whereas this side, I don't see that. And I think it's the little tiny shimmers that are in this. So I don't know. I'm going to hang on to this, use it a couple times. Like maybe tomorrow I'll exfoliate and redo it and I'll keep you guys updated. But I just feel like it just shows like the dryness of my skin a little bit more. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. So let's see here. I have boxes and boxes all over the place here. So should we go ahead and put on the highlight now? Why don't we go ahead? Because we're not glossy enough. My goodness. Okay, so let's take a little bit of this ballerina. I'm just using a very slight amount. And then I'm going to mix it in, especially since my hair is in a ponytail. This will be perfect. But I'm going to add in a little bit of that clear glaze from Danessa as well. And I'm just going to put a little bit on. We don't need a lot. And I'm just going to tap it on with my finger. Just so you guys can kind of see as it catches the light. This is very, very pretty. And again, this is the shade Ballerina. I feel like everything is so glowy though that I'm just starting to look like robot skin in like the best way possible. And I'm super here for it. So let's put a little up under the brow bone. Good night. Thank you so much. And of course we got to do the Cupid's bow. I'm gonna grab a little bit more. This is super pretty. Like I am very, very happy I got this shade. Like, so I was talking to Steven, and I was saying like, yeah, I saw the Danessa Myricks counter and, you know, it's really small, but it has like, it totally has the like basic bitch shades. Like it's the shades that are neutral. It's like all of the like cool nudes, mauves, you know, very like slimmed down line. And I'm like, oh, I wish that they had like one fun shade to really like pull it out all out. And he's like, if you could have any shade there, what would it be? And I said, Alien, the Color Fix shade Alien, because I think it's still like quote unquote wearable, but really fun. But it's like, I understand why they're doing that right now. I hope that people really purchase from Sephora, like get Danessa's products so we can, you know, see more of a stock, especially of the Color Fix, because they don't really have many of the Color Fix shades in yet. But I have truly enjoyed every single Color Fix that I've gotten so far that I have played with, which I think officially now is all of them. I haven't used Carrot Top yet, but we will at some point. Who knows? Maybe we're going to throw it on the eyes tonight. What do you guys think? Hey, Kelly. Oh, I'm wearing my LYS. I think I did get a different shade than the one we were talking about. I actually picked up two, but I was saying that I really appreciated you like talking me through it because I loved your video. So I am really enjoying it so far. Well, hello, my friend. Nice to see you. Okay, so let's see. What else do we have? What else do we have? Okay, let's move on to the eyes. What do you guys think? Should I just go ahead and go with it? Should I put on this bright orange? Or do you guys want to see, maybe we should put exposed through the crease, ballerina on the lid? You guys tell me what you want to see here. I am here for you. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by putting exposed in my crease. And then you guys let me know. Do you want to see Carrot Top? Or do you guys want to see ballerina? Girl, I used the Nutcracker as my bronzer. You think I still need to be more bronzed? I'll put more bronzer on if you want more bronzer. Oh, Amanda, I'm so sorry. Like, that is such a bummer. I was saying that I feel like it's hard to pick your shade within that line in particular. It might be like everything using the shade finder, but I was kind of like, what the heck? Like it was all over the place for me when I put in a few of the foundations that I really like to wear. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. So that's really a bummer. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take, and this is clean. It's just, it's a little stained. So I'm going to take exposed on the number 11 brush. And we're just gonna like pop this into the crease. So I did not put on an eye primer because I feel like that like changes the like waterproofness of these color fix. I think I did get a little bit of foundation up because I was yapping about how to find your skin tone. I think I did get a little bit of that up on the lid, but that's okay. So I'm just using this to kind of like buff that all the way up through the crease. And you guys, I just used like a small pea size like this. I am telling you, I wish that there were mini sizes of these. Going through with the BK 201 just to kind of blur this out a little bit. I wish there were mini sizes because it will take you a long time to use one of these up. Like a really, really long time. But I mean, I think that that already is like a really beautiful, beautiful shade. This is in regards to the bronzer. Girl, I'll put more on. It is your life. It's everybody's life. We know that we do this for each other, right? You're not a very good content creator if you only create stuff that serves you. I'm here to serve all of you. Okay, I'm just going back through with that number 11 brush underneath the eye. So I was talking to Betsy today about these color fix, and because I watched her recommendations video, and she got the black one to be able to use as a base for like multi-chromes and things. And I think that that is going to be so pretty because that's why I got these, was to be able to, you know, have like a really nice base. Like you could put this color all over your lid and then throw a really pretty like multi-chrome, duochrome, shifty, shiny shade and have a really waterproof base. And I know that Betsy has more oily lids. Sorry guys, I got to put in some eye drops. My eyes are just killing me. So I know that she has oily lids. And I said, you know, I feel like with most multi-chromes, they're a little bit, because they're so emollient, they tend to crease. And I think that this would be really good at stopping creasing. So I think that this is, you know, if you have neutral to cool tones and you want something that's going to blend in with your skin, this is a really nice shade. Or if you want something that has that coolness to it, this would be a really good way to get that depth. So you guys can see. I mean, I think these, I swear, these color fix are just so amazing. If you haven't yet, I would pick one up in a shade that you feel like you would use a lot. You won't deny, or you won't deny, you won't be sorry. So, Molly, I really feel like if you just use a tiny bit and a fluffy brush, I feel like the working time is pretty good. I think that sometimes like too much is what does it, just because you're then trying to like spread it out and get it where it needs to be. And then like the area that you just were ends up like starting to dry. So I think a little bit at a usually the way to go. Bye, Anara. Thank you so much. Hey, Maria. Oh, that would be so, so pretty. I would love that. I saw on the Danessa Myricks page where they used the metallic blue and primary yellow and made like this really cool chartreuse shade. And I was like, yes, I need to do that. Okay, so we're going to go in with Carrot Top. You guys can see Amanda's saying she's had hers on since 7 a.m. with no creasing. All right, so you can see how little of that shade that I have, right? So we're going to start out with a bigger kind of like just slap it on brush. This is the number 7. I don't know how this like bright orange and cool tone color are going to go together, but we're going to make it work. And again, this is Carrot Top. This is not the neon jelly bean shade. Okay, so I'm actually going to take the brush that I used exposed on and just blend these two together. Just to almost like marry those tones. And I've told you guys, I like to wear like a good orange or like slightly red tone on like somewhere on my eye because it really makes the green in my eyes pop. I mean, that shade, whoa. And this definitely is going on a little bit more user-friendly than the neons. I think that that white base in the neon shades is going to make it a little bit harder to blend and make them, you know, a little bit easier to get a patchy end result. You guys know that I was like struggling a little bit with that neon, but I do think it was just because I had that concealer on. So again, just like pressing. So I'm not really even swiping. I'm just like kind of like dabbing that on and then using that blending brush and then like marrying these two shades together. We're going to have to find a spicy, shifty shade to throw over this. And since I have to go finish up my video for Paul Mitchell after this, I'm going to be up pretty late. So I'll have to update you guys on Instagram. By the way, if you're not following me, it's KEEPBEAUTYREAL. But I'll have to update on Instagram before I go to bed so that we can check the creasing or lack thereof before I go to bed. Right, right. Now, I will say that I would definitely recommend, if you are newer to these, putting these on first and then going through and doing your face makeup just so that you can like clean stuff off. Because once they're there, they're like there. You're not going to just be able to swipe it away like you can a powder. Really, really bright. What do you guys think? I like this shade. I'm trying to see which eyelid. Okay, it's this one. I'm trying to see which eyelid it is that I think needs a little bit more color. So one of the things that I always teach when I'm teaching people about hairstyling is like, when you finish an up style or something like that, take a step back and take a picture of it so that you can see it from true perspective. So if you're ever wondering that about your makeup, like you're like, okay, something seems off about this eye shape, or am I really blended? Just take a quick selfie of yourself like from the front so that you can see it from like other people's perspective. Because I feel like sometimes like when we're like up super close and we're looking, we're like, something seems off, but I just can't tell what it is. Sometimes that's what you need, is to be able to see it through, like truly through a lens. All right, I'm liking that. Oh, hey, Natalia. I was just talking about our chat about the Vision Flush. So the Vision Flush in Nutcracker is the one that I have on. So it's this one right here as my contour, and it's not bronze enough for Aileen. So at the end, once I maybe put a little powder on, maybe we'll have to go into that. Okay. So I'm just going to like let that chill out for a minute. Let's grab a shifty shade. Actually, while we're waiting, because I want to let this dry down a little bit, I want to let you guys know one of the things that I got that was like so like random for me to get. So I did post about it on Instagram, but I got this. I'm going to back up so you guys can see. So this storage container, you can see it's like that, like lucite, but it's like baby pink or like slightly pink, which you know is totally going to be my jam. And I actually got it to be able to put back here because I have a hoard. I have some skincare, some backups. I have like a revolving tower in my bathroom that I keep on my countertop, but I thought that this would be really nice to be able to, I'm probably just going to take this top thing off and like put it somewhere else. But the cabinet itself is really nice to be able to put like little skincare things, like backups, whatever, and I'm going to put it in there so that that will be like contained. It was $40 regular price. With the 20% off, I thought it was like just as good of prices as you get at like TJ Maxx or Home Goods or any of those. So I was really excited to get this. So I will let you guys know when I get it all packed up with goodies. So that was one of the things that I got. When the box came in the mail, I was like, because I ordered one other thing that I knew was going to be coming in a big box, but I didn't expect it to be that big. And I was like, my goodness, what did I buy? I was like, surely there's a mistake. I did not buy this much makeup, but it is something that does need a big box. Okay, so let me see. Yes. So Aileen, did you tell people about this? I don't know. You must have, because you just called yourself on it. So you guys, Aileen fell asleep last night on Stephen Ford's birthday Zoom, and it was so adorable. She was like sleeping her pretty little head away, and it was so cute. Yes, I agree. Like, I feel like this could be a very like super vivid, beautiful look just with a little liner and lashes. Oh, you bought 3 of the container things. Why can't I think of what those are called? Makeup storage. I think that they're so cool. And they had so many different like sizes and everything. I just thought that one was nice. Yes, Aileen, this is the Sephora brand one. It's Sorbus and Sephora. So I really like it. And it seems really good quality. It had really good reviews. All right. Yeah, I have actually gotten some from TJ Maxx. Like I said, TJ Maxx, Home Goods. But I feel like this one was just as good of a price with the 20% off. And it's pink and cute, and I like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and put a shifty shade on top of our eyeballs. What shall we grab? What shall we grab? Should we do you guys want to see Glam Shop or Terra Moons? Ooh, I used some of my pastel roses the other day, and I really liked it. Okay, I'm seeing a Glam Shop shade. I'm going to just go through with, let's just pop a little bit of this one on. This is, oh man, the one that I can never describe, but this is that one that is shifty pink. Oh, Amanda's saying Terra Moon. I just grabbed a Glam Shop. This is Turbo Wata Kakroa. So we're just going to throw this one on because I think that the like little flecks in this will come up really nice. Whoa. And I'm not putting down, you could totally go over this with the glitter glue. I did do one with glitter glue in the last live I did. Was it in the last Danessa Myricks live? But because it doesn't pull up, like you guys know that a lot of times glitter glues can like pull up powder shadow beneath them. And it doesn't with these, like not at all. I'm just going to take the other side of that brush that I used to lay down the color fix. And I'm just throwing it on the middle. See, now over that orange, I feel like it pulls out a little bit more of that pink. This is so pretty. And it's going to stay. It's going to stay because that dang Danessa Myricks is not going to let it go anywhere. Okay. Let's throw on some mascara. I didn't get a new mascara. You guys know me. I have a whole drawer full of mascaras that I need to use up. And I'm trying to be good about it. I do have a little bit of fallout here. Oh. Just whisking away some of this fallout that I got. Obviously, again, we probably would not be doing our eyes last if we're using something like that. But yeah, I mean, oh, it looks so, so good. So next week, if I can get it all edited, next week is like the week of lashes for me, you guys. I have another real beauty tips coming up about like beginner tips for wearing false eyelashes. My gosh, I filmed that one like 3 or 4 weeks ago and just haven't had the time to like edit it. But I have that one coming. I also have, I did a bigger order of lashes. You guys know I've really been enjoying those. So I did a try on video so that you guys can see more of those. So it's going to be all about the lashes next week. So I'm just going to use my Bite Beauty Upswing. You guys know that I really like this one. So did anybody else think that the samples that were available during the sale, like the first couple of days of the sale, I felt like they had less samples and like not very good ones. I was like, okay, you're not even going to give us like good samples. I felt like more towards the end, they started like adding more samples that people would like. But at the beginning, it was like, oh, these samples that we've all had 75 times. Like, I don't know. When I did my orders, I was like, bummer. I don't see anything that I really want. I have a little bit of fallout on this side that I'm going to have to clean up before I videotape later, but we're going to leave that for now. It's a good thing I didn't set my under eye, huh? This is why, like, I just feel like I make a mess when I use my finger to like put on shadows. But I'm trying, you guys. You're all breaking me out of my team no finger. Is that in reference to the eye look, or are we still having a crazy night up in here? Yeah, the samples were like not great. I got a few that I thought I would just like throw in little giveaways as like things that I like that I thought people would like trying, but most of them were like complete trash. Aileen, that is so smart. That is so smart. Oh my gosh. Don't blame it on the finger. I'm going to blame it on the finger, especially when I have my nails. Like, it's sort of like having a brush and then having like 3 little hairs that come out more. Like, it's just, you got to dodge that bullet. Okay, let's do some lips. And then I'm going to share with you guys the most expensive item I have ever bought from Sephora. And Sephora screwed up sending it to me, but we'll get into that. Okay. So we got lots and lots of lips. So I did pick up, because I needed 6 lip glosses. Well, I actually picked up more than 6 lip glosses. I picked up both of the little like mini Pat McGrath lip glosses, these sets. So I got the Sunset Seduction and I got the Skin Show in the cool shades. So since I don't need all 6 of these, I'm sure I will be popping a couple of these, at least one of them, but a couple of these most likely into my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So I just wanted to share that I got these. These have been around for a very long time, but they were on sale for $12.50. And then with an extra 25% or 20% off, like how could you not? Little mini glosses go such a long way. And I think that it's such a good way to have like different colors. So I did really like that. What I'm going to use tonight is one of the 2 lip injections that I bought. If you guys saw, I had a video where I used Wifey for Lifey, which I have right here. So that's the shade right here. And it's a beautiful, like mauve-y basic color. And I went into the store and I wanted to see a couple more. So they swatched them on the clear palette for me. And there were some really pretty colors. I ended up having to order one online, which was like, who wears the biggest hoops, or the biggest hoops of all? I don't know. You guys know. Freaking Too Faced and their crazy names. But it's like almost like a duochrome. It is so pretty. I was like, ooh, I want that one. So I ordered that one. I guess I ordered 3 because I also got the limited edition like honey or bee one. That's a gold shifty one. I'll be showing those to you guys soon. But, this is, you guys, this is going to go so good. Oh my gosh, I wasn't even planning that. So this is the shade On Blast. And this is a beautiful, oh my gosh, I'm running out of room here. This is a beautiful, like corally pink shade. So I am obsessed. My friend got me Wifey for Lifey as like a congratulations on engagement present. And I really like it. And to me, it really fills in my lips. It gives me a beautiful like plump effect. So that's obviously it on the top there. It's definitely more of like a corally pink. So I'm gonna wipe off my lips here just because I had a little bit of balm on. Now these do tingle. I wouldn't say it's as extreme as like the clear lip injection, but they do tingle quite a bit. They have that like bite to them. I saw people on the review saying, these don't sting, they just have a cooling feel. No, the Buxom full-on lip polishes have a cooling feel. These ones sting. Do not let anybody tell you any different. But it is worth it. So you guys can tell me now. I'm going to give you a good look at my lips, especially my top lip. I feel like it is a little too small. I am not going to lie. I would love to get like a lip flip or a little bit up here just to fill it in. But I'm dealing with what I got right now. So Too Faced is coming to the rescue. So you'll have to let me know if it's just me or if they get a little bit bigger. So we're going to throw this on. Of course, you could use a lip pencil. I would say though, like I'm going to use a lip pencil afterwards, just so that like the gloss hits my lips fully so that it like fills them in as much as it can. These feel really like thick and buttery. Like that is a really pretty shade. Baby, I love you. Jeremy is anti-lip work. Okay, so let's grab a lip liner to use. I don't know if I have one in here that's going to be like bright enough to go with this. So right now my lips are starting to get a wee bit tingly. I have to have a shade in here that's going to work. Let's just go in with this Spice from Rimmel, just to give it a little definition. So I'm just doing the outside of that top lip. And then a little bit on the middle of the bottom. So you guys will have to let me know if you think that in like 5 minutes, if my lips are getting fuller. All right, so I'm going to check and see what's been going on since I've been yapping. Yeah, for sure. I agree, Natalia. I also think it's crazy that like you can't use your Rouge reward and the 20% off at the same time, because that's how I love like stacking up like gift cards. We're going to wait for it. That's where I love like stacking up gift cards with coupons, like, and they don't let you do that, which is kind of a bummer. All right. I would never be dishonest with him about you know, about anything like that, I guess. Okay, so we got mascara. We've got all that on. What's in here? We're good. Is there anything that I'm missing so far? We got the Pat McGrath. What I'm going to do before I share the last thing is I told you guys that I was going to be sharing a item that's going in the giveaway for every 25 subscribers that I got. And I've missed 2 of them. So I want to show you guys 2 of the things that are in here. These are just like, I have a lot. There's a lot in the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to give that to somebody. It's going to be so much fun. But I want to share a little bit every time. So I've obviously dropped some things like all the time. Obviously there'll be some Pat McGrath lip gloss in there. One of these slip scrunchies will be in there, the little leopard one. But 2 of the other things that are going to be in for $9.50 or $9.25 and $9.50. We have the Natasha Denona Blush Duo. This is the duo in, this is palette number 13. So it has Tutu and Golden Caribbean. So I'm not going to open these up just for sanitation's reasons. So that is one of the things. And then keeping on the blush train, because you guys know I love me some blushes. Around the holidays, I really fell in love with the Rare Beauty lip balm and the actual like lip balm and then the liquid blush. And they had these little sets out. And I thought, I've got to give one of these to one of my viewers because you're never going to go through this much Rare Beauty lip blush, because these liquid blushes last forever. I mean, it's crazy how pigmented they are. And this has one of the Thankful lip balm. So it's not the liquid one. It's like the little balm. And this is the shades. Let's see. Does it say which ones are on here? Yes, you get the liquid blush. No, it doesn't say. Okay. Nope, it doesn't say. It's one of the matte blushes and the dewy lip. Oh, it's Gratitude Dewy Lip and Soft Pinch Matte Liquid Lipstick. Yeah, so that will be two of the things that is going to be in the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So I'm going to set this to the side and hopefully that will be coming up soon. We're kind of been like stuck in the 960s, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there soon. Okay. So drum roll, please. The most expensive item that I have ever purchased from Sephora, and they goofed it up. I did it. I bought the face mask. Jeremy's going to be sad because he's going to have to deal with me wearing this thing in bed. So I bought the Dr. Dennis Gross Dr. X Spectralite, except the one that I bought is the one that came with all the free goodies. And I'm going to show you guys. Let's see. How do I screen share this here? So I want to show you guys the one that I got because I was so bummed, and I'm going to have to call them because you better believe they are going to be giving me this set. Okay, so I got this one that comes, it's the same price. Well, see, Ebates is trying to tell me to, or Rakuten or whatever we're calling it now. So this is the same price. This one is $435. And this set here is the same mask. It's just not like the black one. This is $435, except it comes with all of the other skincare. You get a $564 value with just like purchasing this mask. So you get over 100 and basically like $130 worth of skincare. So what this one comes with is the it comes with the mask, obviously. It comes with the Alpha Beta Extra Strength Daily Peel, 5 treatments. Jeremy and I have used those before. We really like them. And then it has the IPL Dark Spot Correcting Serum and the Dr. X Blemish Solutions Acne Eliminating Gel. So I thought about getting this in the last Sephora sale. My friend Jennifer from Al Feisty, seriously, Jennifer is responsible for like half of this stuff, I feel like, but she is really liking hers. I reached out to her and I was like, okay, I'm thinking about doing it. Like, give me your honest opinion. And she said, I'm really liking it. I'm using it twice a week. So if you guys aren't familiar what the LED spectrum lights do, this has, I believe, blue and red light. So it's supposed to help reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It's supposed to help with collagen production and help with minor breakouts. So in all honesty, a big reason that I got this was because of this. It's been really sad, and I'm not going to get emotional here because it's just breakouts. But for me, it's not the breakouts, it's the scarring that happens afterwards. And I'm just someone that really gets scarring for a very long time. And when I was a kid, I had really, really bad acne, and it took me like 15 years to get to a place where all of that was gone. And now it's like, I feel like I'm tipping towards that point again. And I don't want to do that because these breakouts will last me. The scarring will last forever and ever. And so I'm like, okay, if I can do something to reap the rewards from that. And I know Jennifer doesn't struggle with acne. I think she was getting it more from like anti-aging perspective, which obviously I'm in for. Give me all the anti-aging. So when I looked at this, I thought, okay, so this is basically the price of 2 really good facials with the discount, right? So you're getting $80 some off if you're a Rouge Reward member. And I'm like, for the price of 2 good facials, something that I can use for a really long time to help me with anti-aging, help me with collagen production, help me with this dang acne, I was in. And then when you get all of the extra skincare that comes with it, hopefully it's just like a bonus. So I really like this black one, although you guys know, like this one is like almost rose gold. I don't think it's rose gold. I think it's like a little bit more towards like copper, but I got to reach out to Sephora and be like, hi, as glamorous as I look in black, I need that set. I need the set with all of the free skincare. So I am going to be able to give you guys an update. I am going to be religious in using it. Now, I think that they actually recommend that you use it every night. I've been reading up on it, and I think that that is what they say. So if you guys haven't seen it, by the way, here's the up close. So I'm going to look like robot girl. And Jeremy's going to be able to use it too. You guys, he likes himself some skincare. So you guys can see all the other things that this comes with. If you're interested in it, obviously you have another night, so I would come on and shop. But I'm just going to let you guys know what it says. So visibly minimize acne and signs of aging with this limited edition bundle, which works synergistically to deliver a smoother, brighter, younger looking complexion. Yes, please. The patented Dr. X Spectralite Facewear Pro design uses 100 red LED lights and 62 blue LED lights to support collagen production, smooth the look of wrinkles, and fight acne with just 3 minutes of use a day. So then you also get the peel, which is obviously going to help with the scarring, pores, all of that. And then dark spots. So I feel like, man, this is a good skincare kit altogether. So I'm really excited to try this out. It says 3 minutes a day. Jennifer said that she keeps it on her nightstand so that she can remember to use it. She's like, I mean, you know, it's not like we have people coming through our houses right now. Anyway, it looks a little weird, but whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to use this 3 minutes a day for 4 to 6 weeks, and I will give you guys an update. You guys know I did that with the PMD. I really enjoy doing this with these skincare devices for you so that you can know if it is worth your money. So I will let you know because it's a lot of money, but I figure, you know, something like this, first of all, you guys, I spend a lot of money at Sephora every year. I will not have a problem returning this after 6 weeks if I don't notice any difference. Like that is way too much money to be spending to not notice any kind of difference. But I will give you guys an update if you guys are interested in seeing this. So we'll share some very great pictures, I'm sure, so that you guys can see. You know I love doing that. So that is the last of my Sephora purchases. So this was a big one, but like I said, I was giving myself a little splurge because, you know, like 2 decent facials worth, and I have something that I can use every day to hopefully help me with my skin. So, all right. Sorry, I got a little emotional there for a second. It's like, wow, it's not that big of a deal. Like a pimple is not a huge deal. It's just the scarring and the effects of that over time. I feel like I'm backsliding and for, you know, not doing anything other than what normal humans are doing. Okay. So I'm going to see, I love that you guys are talking to Jeremy about the effects of this mask as far as like having to see me wear it. That is so hilarious. Yes, he's talking about the sheet masks. He does not like it when I do this. He'd rather see me glooped up with green stuff than wearing a sheet mask. Okay, so let me see. I just want to see. Yeah, so Mary, okay, I'm going to take off this screen share. So the one thing that I will say is, oh, sorry, Natalia, is I think that this is going to be more for like non-hormonal acne. I will be curious because a couple of my things do come up from hormonal stuff, but a lot of it I think is just caused by the masks and a lot of that. But because I've been there too. And for me, it was totally hormonal. And I was on tons of different medications. I went on birth control, all of that stuff. Like I'm not on birth control anymore. No, I'm not trying to have a kid, but I went on birth control a few years ago. And, you know, so all of that stuff that you go through, but I've been balanced out now, and it's a struggle, and I feel for everybody. Like, so if it really does work, I would be more than happy to give you guys those results. So obviously the anti-aging, I'm going to give you the results on those too, but the acne will be something that unfortunately I will be able to tell you about. Okay. So let's see. Does anybody have any questions, or is there anything? Gosh, I feel like I almost used it all, right? How did I get that much makeup on my face? I feel like I used just about everything, and we came up with a cohesive look. Like I'm going to feel confident going and filming like this. Maybe I'm going to take care of this little flyaway hair, but I'm totally going to feel confident. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. It's been a lot of fun. If you guys don't have any questions about any of these, I guess I just want to say happy shopping. If there's anything that you're planning on picking up, I think I'm good. I have my skincare covered. I have more than enough makeup. I also here, like I said, I have the Salt New York that I'm going to be doing a video for you guys on. I bought some Makeup Geek. So I'll be talking about that at some point too. Oh, I bought the Copacetic Cosmetics Doctor Who set on $2 Tuesday. Thank you, Stephen Ford, for shouting that out because I always miss $2 Tuesday. I always do. And I am a big Doctor Who fan. And I was like, well, this is the time to try the brand. So another indie brand with a few eyeshadows that I'm going to be getting. And now I don't need anything. The only things that I am giving myself a pass on is the new Davina launch. And that I think is coming in May. And then, like I said, the Sydney Grace Temptalia thing, I want to see it if it ever comes out. I don't know if they've given a date, but I do want to see that. So other than that, I feel like I have more than enough makeup to play with you guys. The things that you want to see more of, please let me know. Leave it in the comments. I will definitely get back to you with reviews on a lot of this. I've had so much new makeup and I've really been dipping back in to trying all of it. So I'm going to do a review roundup soon to give you an update and an update on the Katie Jane Hughes set. I actually have a little collab planned with a fun little group that will be sharing some fun things with these brushes as well coming up. So lots and lots coming up. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you guys so much. I just love like hanging out with you, talking about makeup, but more importantly, talking about life, you know, like this has been a year and I think we've all just, we're sort of seeing hopefully the light at the end of the tunnel. And I think it makes us look back and just be like, wow, we did that. We're not through. The coast is not clear yet, but just realizing that, you know, it's about that time. So I can't wait. I really hope to be able to give some of you guys big hugs in person at some point. Very much looking forward to that. So thank you all so much. Love you guys so much. Have a great night and a good rest of your weekend. I'll see you really soon. Bye. Oh, hold on. I just saw Aileen's comment about my lip. My lips. What do you think? Am I plump? I think I'm plump. Like, I don't look like the pillow face filter, but I look plump. All right. Thumbs up if you guys like this video and if you think my lips are plump. Now I love you all and I will see you really soon. Not in another 30 seconds, but really soon. Bye.